Hi, third grade. It's Mrs. D'Amico here. Today we're going to go over Unit 5, Week 1, Day 2. Let's get started with our drill sounds warm-up. Ready? A, wash, ah. A, squash, ah. A, safe, a. E, ed, eh. E, Pete, e. Here's our new one from yesterday. Schwa, wagon, or I. Good. I, itch, I. I, pine, I. O, home, O. U, up, and U, mule, U. Nice work. Okay, now we're going to watch this quick video. It's a new concept for today. We're going to learn about spelling words that have that schwa sound. Here we go.
Well, hello, boys and girls. Mr. Rosa again. We have been talking about something called a schwa. And as we talked about reading a schwa, you might be suspicious if you hear, if you pronounce something and it just doesn't sound right. We talked about the word travel. If you read it travel, it just wouldn't sound right, would it? So a schwa is any vowel that makes an unexpected sound, and usually it's an sound. All right, so we're just going to review today about the spelling of schwa. Now, if you were here with me today, I would have you get your dry erase board. So you can either pause the computer, get your dry erase board or a piece of paper. We're going to do just a little bit of writing today and practicing identifying the schwa, what the vowel is for the schwa sound. So if you were here, I would dictate the word salad. Can you echo? And if we break up the word salad into syllables, it's going to be salad. Now, I would ask you to come up and put the schwa on the syllable that has the schwa, or the unexpected sound. And in this case, it's going to be this syllable, right? Because this says sal. That's what I would expect. Help me spell sal. You don't even have to tap anymore, do you? S-A-L. And then for the sound, I'm just going to put a square because I'm not really sure. I know my ending sound is d, salad, right? So I'll go ahead and put that D there. Now, there are 5 different ways that you could spell that second syllable. And I've written them all down. And if you can, pause your computer, write them all down, and then I actually want you to circle the one that looks right to you. So salad, 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 they all would work, right? So go ahead and do that. And one of the ways that you can figure out how to spell something is on page 53. If you have your student notebook, if you look up under S, you could find the correct spelling for salad. You could also look in your dictionary. You could put it in a phone, or you could put it in something called a speller, like a Franklin speller or Webster speller, and you would put in sal, S-A-L, ud, U-D. And if you hit enter, it will give you the correct spelling. Sometimes if you're not sure about the word, you can hit enter again and it will give you a definition. Now that you're in 3rd grade, you can do those kinds of things. So that might be something that would be really helpful to you. I'm going to be your spell check today, and I'm going to tell you that this letter in here is actually going to be an A. And it doesn't sound right, does it? Salad. That wouldn't make any sense. So salad might be something you like to eat. I'm not really sure. Some kids love it, some kids don't, but it is really good for you. All right, so the next word we're going to do is wagon. Can you echo? Nice job. So wagon. I hardly even hear that vowel. But same thing, if you were helping me, I would have you put the schwa over the syllable that doesn't sound right, over the sound, right? And it's interesting, when a word ends in N, the vowel in front of it in a schwa is going to be either an O or an E. So same thing, you can write this at home, WAG, W-A-G, and then I'm not sure whether it's an E or an O, but I know the ending sound is right? Same thing, guys. You could look it up in your student notebook if you have that at home, and that's going to be on page 56, Wagon. Or you could look it up in your dictionary, your phone, or your little Franklin speller if you have something like that at home. I'm going to be your speller today, and I'm going to tell you that that vowel is an O. And we certainly wouldn't say, go get your wag on, right? Go get your wagon, and we're going to go to the park. That might be what you said. So, right, we just need to keep practicing this. When we are suspicious and something doesn't sound right, I'll bet that syllable is going to be a schwa. So you might have to check your dictionary or something similar to figure out what the correct spelling is. And for reading, we know you can just pop in that sound and it's probably going to work. Guys, thank you so much for being with me today. I sure have enjoyed it, and I will look forward to seeing you very soon. Have a great afternoon.
Okay, third grade, now we're going to take a look at some of the sound-alike words we've had recently and review them before we get a brand new pair of homophones. All right, let's look at this word, plain, P-L-A-I-N, plain. Do you remember what the signal was? Yeah, I have a plain shirt on. It's simple, okay? It means, let me look over there on my cheat sheet. Plain, there it is, something ordinary, not very interesting, it's just plain. Okay, so this was my signal. Usually I do have a lot more plain shirts than not plain shirts. Let's try this plain, P-L-A-N-E. What is that? Right, a machine that flies through the sky, an airplane. Good. How about this one? Mail, M-A-I-L. Do you remember the signal? Right, lick the envelope, seal it, put it in the mailbox. That's something that is delivered. How about this mail? M-A-L-E. Right, a boy or a man. And that's why we just do the mustache. All right, this one? Mind, M-I-N-D. Do you remember? It's what you use to think. It's like your brain. Use your mind. This mind, M-I-N-E-D. Yeah, when you use that pick and you mine for diamonds or gold or coal under the ground. Very good. Find, F-I-N-D. When you locate something, you look for something and you find it. We use our binoculars. How about this one? Find, F-I-N-E-D. Right, if you're punished and you have to pay a fine, you were fined. So we frown, nobody likes to be fined, and you have to pay money. Remember, the signal means you have to pay up. Okay, now we're going to get introduced to our two new homophones. The first one is weather. Right, let's spell it together. Go. W-E-A-T-H-E-R, weather. Now, this kind of weather, I'll show you, is a condition of the air or climate. So when you watch the news or, a meteorologist, that kind of a person is only interested in our weather patterns. What's the weather outside? What's the air? Is it sunny and dry? Is it cloudy and rainy? Okay, weather. And in fact, our signal for weather is going to be maybe opening it up an umbrella and popping it over our heads. Open it up, pop it over. That helps you remember that it has to deal with what's happening outside in the air or the climate. A condition of the air or climate. Okay. There, the other weather is, let's spell it, WHETHER, weather. Here's this definition. Referring to an option between two or more choices. So I say, anytime I go to an ice cream store, I don't know whether to get chocolate chip cookie dough or moose tracks. Those are probably my two favorite flavors. So this one kind of reminds me of the signal for which. Which one do you want? Remember, you have choices. So this is which. Whether, I'm going to change up just a little bit. I'm going to say chocolate chip cookie dough, moose tracks. I'm just going to go like this with my hands. Option 1, option 2. It could be option 3, option 4, so on and so on. Okay, so this weather, what's the signal again? Open up the umbrella, pop it over, right? And this weather is option 1, put it away, option 2. Option 1, option 2. Good job. All right, now we need to get out your student notebooks with a castle on the cover and add these definitions for these sound-alike words in your book. So go ahead in the very back to your sound-alike section and flip to the W's. Let's see what page this is. Keep going past the T's. Here we go. Fine. Oh my goodness, we're on the the first weather, WEATHER. This is on page 109. Okay, page 109. You'll see one weather over here, and then the other weather down here, kind of diagonal from it. Okay, so under weather, let me flip it on my screen. So make sure on page 109 you find this word, WEATHER. And I'm going to just hold up the definition for you to go ahead and write it underneath weather, page 109. If you need to pause the video so that you can get this definition copied correctly, please do that. A condition of the air or climate. Take your time. It's right here. Spell neatly. Pause the video. Okay, then you're going to move down to the other weather, WHETHER. It's on the bottom of page 109, so scooch over in the other column and go all the way down. Here's the definition that I want you to write. Referring to an option between two or more choices. So again, I'm going to invite you to pause the video and give yourself time to write this down in your book on page 109. Okay, now we're going to play a game of guess which one. If you happen to have your slate, let's get those out. If you don't, just a piece of paper and pencil will do. You know the drill. I'm going to read you a sentence, and you're only going to write down the homophone that you hear in my sentence. Are you ready? Okay. The first sentence. A random list of people were guests at the contest. Which guests did you hear? A random list of people were guests at the contest. And it was plural. So guests. Pause the video if you don't have it written. Let's see how you did with spelling. It's going to be tougher if you're at home because you do not have our cheat sheet on the wall over there. But if you have your Castle notebook, you're allowed to use your sound-alike section. A random list of people were guests at the contest. You ready? Let's spell it together. Go. Guests. Guests. Here's your next sentence. I expect bad weather in Texas. What weather did you hear? I expect bad weather in Texas. Write it down on your paper. If you need more time, pause it before I do the big reveal. No cheating. Ready? Weather. Let's spell it. W-E-A-T-H-E-R. Weather. Good work. Okay, here's your third sentence. Can you tell me whether or not you like this best? Which weather did you hear there? Can you tell me whether or not you liked this best? Weather. Write it down. Pause the video. Here we go. Let's reveal. Weather. Spell it. W-H-E-T-H-E-R. Weather. Okay, I have one more sentence for you for this. Are you ready? Did you find the missing wagon? Which find did you hear? Did you find the missing wagon? Write it down. You ready? Find. Spell it. F-I-N-D. Find. Great work. And now, third grade, we're going to wrap up our lesson today with dictation dry erase. So again, if you don't have your dry erase board, get a pencil and paper ready. Make some space. Okay, the first thing we're going to do for your dictation dry erase is do 3 sounds. Okay, so are you ready? The first sound I want you to write is W. Say it. W. Go ahead and remember, put a comma in between. There should be more than one. Ready? W, wind, W. W-H, whistle, W. Very good. Next sound is Ch. Say it. Ch. Write it. Pause the video if you need extra time. Trying to go quick. Let's look. C-H, chin, ch. T-C-H, catch, ch. And the last sound I want you to write is ank. Say it. Ank. Go ahead. It's a glued sound. Remember which sound card says ank? Here it is. A-N-K, bank, ank. Okay, nice work. Now I'm going to give you 3 current words. So that means current unit is unit 5, and this is only day 2. I'm going to give you a hint. Every word that I give you has a schwa sound in it. And remember, when you mark a word with a schwa, whatever vowel makes that schwa sound, you put the upside down E, the schwa symbol above it. Okay, the first word I want you to write is travel. Say it. Travel. T-R-A-V. Travel. You have to decide. Those words are hard to tap because it makes that schwa sound. Okay, pause the video. I'm going to just go over the spelling first, and we'll mark this one together. Okay, how did you do with the first syllable? Trav. T-R-A-V. Yes? Okay, then for the schwa, hopefully you picked E-L. Okay, so to mark it, since it's a multisyllabic word, scoop the syllables first. The first syllable, trav, you should be able to tell me quickly is a closed syllable. Put a brev. And the second is still a closed syllable because this makes a short vowel sound, but it is unexpected. So we put the schwa symbol there. Okay, let's move down and do another word. Your next word is, we did this one in the video today, salad. Say it. Salad. Okay, do you remember? Pause the video. Let's go over spelling first. Okay, sal, I hope you got S-A-L. The first syllable, easy. The second syllable is where we have our schwa, but it's A-D for that id sound. So, closed syllable, put a brev. Closed syllable, put a, right, schwa symbol over the unexpected vowel, salad. All right, let's do one more like that. The word is Wagon. Say it. Wagon. Go ahead and spell it first. Pause the video if you need more time. Wag should be easy. But the unexpected part with the schwa, which vowel are you going to choose as your spelling option? Are you ready? Okay, wag, W-A-G, right? And then wagon, O-N. Okay, closed syllable, put a brief. Closed syllable, put the schwa symbol. How'd you do? All right, now let's take a step back and do 3 review words. The first word I want you to write, to spell and mark, is reptile. Say it. Reptile. Now this is a multisyllabic word too. Tile. So scoop your syllables and tell me what kind of syllable they are. Reptile. A snake is a type of reptile. Okay. Rep is R-E-P. Tile, T-I-L-E. That's that vowel-E syllable there. So did you mark it and cross out that silent E? Rep is just a closed syllable with a brev. Reptile. All right, your next word is, this one has a base word and a suffix. Likable. Say it. Likable. The girl was very friendly and likable. What's the base word? Like. What's the suffix that you circle? Able. Likable. Remember, like is a vowel-E word, and you're attaching a vowel suffix. Don't forget the rules we learned back in Unit 4. Do you remember how to mark it and spell it? Okay, well, like, L-I-K-E, but you drop the E and add that vowel suffix, A-B-L-E. So do you remember your E insert there? All right, hopefully. Okay, let's try the last word that you're going to mark. Bashful. Say it. Bashful. There's a base word and a suffix. Underline the base word, circle the suffix. If you are bashful, that means you are shy. Bashful. Okay, let's see how you did. Bash, the base word. Full, F-U-L. Remember, full as a suffix only has one L. Bashful. All right, 3rd grade. The next thing we're going to do is look at 2 review trick words. So if you have your Castle book at home, you have that trick word section you can turn to. These are 2 that we really need to remember how to spell in Unit 5. The first word is brother. My older brother is a police officer. Brother. Try to write it down and then we'll check. Pause if you need more time, please. Okay, here's the reveal. Don't cheat if you're not ready. Brother. Let's spell it together, please. Go. B-R-O-T-H-E-R. Brother. Now this kind of has the schwa sound, doesn't it? Because you don't say brother or brother. It would actually be brother, but we don't say it. It's it's that schwa. But realize that bro, you know the nickname for brother, bro, that kind of helps you with the spelling on that one, doesn't it? Brother. All right, let's do one more. The word is carry. I had so many things in my hand that I had to carry. Carry. That's a verb. That's something that you do. All right, you ready for the reveal? Pause if not. Carry. Let's spell it. C-A-R-R-Y. Carry. Good work. Okay, and the last thing we're going to do, just one sentence today. Are you ready? It starts with a name, so capital letter. Here we go. Glenn, that has a blend. Glenn is, think of the rules on this one. Glenn is riding in his new red wagon. I'll say it again. Glenn is riding in his new red wagon. We spelled wagon today a couple times. Should be getting good at that spelling. Glenn is riding in his new red wagon. Don't forget punctuation at the end. Okay, pause if you need more time, and let's go over. How'd you do with Glenn? Capital Glen. Is, I'm sure, I'm confident you got. How about riding? Did you remember ride is a vowel-e word? So you drop the E and add ing. In his, here's new, new, meaning it's brand new. Red, feel like we're okay with. And then wagon, period at the end. How would we scoop this one? Last thing, how would we scoop it? Glenn is riding, I think I like that. Glenn is riding in his new red, I want red and wagon to go together. Red wagon. Let's see how I did. Glenn is riding in his new red wagon. I like it. 3 scoops. All right, third grade, that's all I have for you today. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time.